what's going on? It's your girl Ty here, and for those of you that don't know what Ty stands for, and you're just joining me for the first time and everything, it stands for T.I.E, T-I-E, Together Individual Entertainment. Alright everyone, I just had the most unbelievable, most undeniable shock of my life of what I am about to tell you. Okay, so, one, I am not a Steeler fan. My whole family is, except me. And I know Pittsburgh fans out there are from all over the country and everything. And I will admit this, that if the Pittsburgh Steelers doesn't win a lot of games this year, it'll be 14 years since, the Super Bowl or whatever. They don't go to Super Bowl 2023. Anyways, first of all, I just have to tell you, their careers might go downhill if they go on to many different TV shows or whatever. Because let me tell you something. We just had a reveal of Mr. Milkshake on The Masked Singer. And unbelievable, shocking. We had athletes in the past before, but we can never forget that first season where we had Mr. Hippopotamus, who was, of course, unmasked and, of course, was number 84, Antonio Brown. And what happened to him? Pew! Pew! Yeah, you heard me. It's a total bomb of explosions here because ever since he went on to Masked Singer, he went downhill from being on the Steelers to being on different traits. I mean, he basically went downhill ever since he was on The Masked Singer. He tried Masked Singer, he tried Dancing with the Stars, he was on Tank, which was an aquarium thing where he wanted his own fish and everything. Let me tell you something. Antonio Brown is basically wanting to be this famous guy who thinks he wants to be on TV shows, movies, all types of things. And believe me, I think his, career just went downhill ever since he was on The Masked Singer. I'm just saying, because the reveal of Mr. Milkshake right now, what we had on The Masked Singer tonight or whatever, let me tell you something. Spoiler alert, Mr. Milkshake is Le'Veon Bell. Yeah, Le'Veon Bell from the Pittsburgh Steelers. So we have another Pittsburgh Steeler who was on The Masked Singer but got eliminated. And well, I don't know how to tell you this. If this is where their career starts going downhill, just like Antonio Brown, I hate to be the one to tell you, to say, I told you so. I mean, this is like something that every athlete does. At first they think they are going to make it to the finals or make it to the semifinals or anything. Let me tell you something. Antonio Brown didn't even make it to the semifinals or finals of Dancing with the Stars. Let's face it. Antonio Brown tried his best of dancing, but he failed. He totally failed. And Le'Veon Bell, he can rap. I can admit that. He can rap. But as for the whole, singing concept, I know we did not hear him sing. We heard him rap as Mr. Milkshake during The Masked Singer tonight or whatever. But in my case, the Steelers need to wake up. They have to, because so far they have won 6 games, lost 6 games, won 2, and Trubisky and, of course, Pickett had 4 plays in each whenever they can. Pickett, however, let's talk about Pickett for a second. Pickett is somewhat the new guy. Everybody kept talking about it. Everybody thought that he was going to be a good, reliable quarterback or whatever he is. But whenever he got his chance, look what happened. He practically, got in trouble with everything else in life. And Pickett, is famous and stuff. And, of course, the other thing about the Steelers is that we have retirement Steelers that, of course, come every holiday lights. Kennywood Lights chooses one Steeler to reach was the night before Christmas during the Kennywood Holiday Lights. But, of course, tonight on the 6th was a bye week. There was no Steeler game whatsoever. And so they're going to be returning on, of course, November 13th, which means that they're going to go up against another team, another But like I said, if they don't get their, butts in gear, they're not going to make it to the Super Bowl 2023, because if that happens, it'll be 14 years since the Steelers ever won a Super Bowl. And from what I also understand, Ben Roethlisberger is retired now, and I'm hoping he's not going to get no ideas about Tom Brady, because as we all know, Tom Brady came out of retirement and went back to the team and everything after he specifically, said he was going to retire, and now look what happens. I mean, everything is a competitive thing with all these football athletes and whoever else in my life, or in your life for that matter. We keep asking ourselves, why are they being so competitive with each other when we know that they have to move forward in their lives? Here's the thing, everyone. Ben Roethlisberger has been on the Pittsburgh Steelers for 17 years. Yeah, you heard me. There was this book in Barnes & Noble that I saw about Ben Roethlisberger, and it said 17 years. 17 years of being on, the Pittsburgh Steelers. What are we asking for, people? I mean, we have been noticing more and more of these Steeler players getting injured, and more are willing to fight and continue on with the Steelers when we know that they need to retire, they need to quit, they need to, take it easy on them. Because Ben Roethlisberger, everybody kept saying he needs to retire, he needs to retire, he needs to retire. And as always, Ben is so stubborn that I don't even know what to think of him anymore. Ben Roethlisberger had, of course, elbow surgery. He has had a lot of injuries. He has basically went through, another surgery I can't remember, but I do remember Ben Roethlisberger going through so much, and we all thought he was going to retire after that surgery on the elbow, but no, look what happened. He specifically decided to continue on, and then, finally he decided to retire. Hello, people. You cannot be on a team for 17, 20. It doesn't matter how many years you're on a football team on the NFL when you know you have a family, you have your own kids, you have a wife, you have all these, things to think about while you're on the field or off the field. It doesn't matter. You have to start thinking about your family first before anything else. Because I think that's the whole problem that Ben Roethlisberger had whenever he was being told to retire, because he wanted to prove everyone that he wasn't ready to retire. And I think the other problem was he basically was running away from his family troubles. I think he didn't want to be around his, family or whatever. I mean, his wife even thought he was going to retire or whatever. I mean, it's hard to imagine when you have a wife who keeps telling you that you need to retire because of a certain serious injury or a surgery or any kind of reason whatsoever, and you're not hearing that out. You're not listening to what your family is telling you or what your heart's telling you. You always think that football has to come first before family. No, that's not how it works. That's definitely not how it works. You should always think about your family first. I mean, can we not say that Ben Roethlisberger might actually consider coming back to the Steelers because of Tom Brady? Because Tom Brady came back to the, he came back to his team after specifically saying he was retired, and now he's, out of retirement, coming back, and now all of a sudden I have the feeling Ben Roethlisberger is going to say the same thing because he wants that title of being first in the record books, first of getting the score, touchdown, or whatever. I mean, I also think he had problems of accepting the rookies, youngsters, or whoever taking his place. He didn't want to be replaced. He wanted to stay on the team as much as he could, or even longer than anybody else on the team that's been there. And I feel like that's something that has not been brought up or brought to the attention. I mean, whatever anybody thinks in life, it has to be something important. Football is okay. NFL is okay. I mean, for me, I will McKee Spirit girl because back in my day of high school, I got middle school spirit, and this year of 2022, my old high school is doing great in athletes department and music department as well. Why is that? McKeesport Area High School Marching Band won state champions, and they won regionals, and oh my God. I mean, I remember my school getting first place at Tournament Advanced Championship, but let's just say we ran into a couple of problems to why we couldn't go to Atlantic Coast Championships back in 2009, and there was many other problems. We could have won Atlantic Coast Championships in that year, but we didn't. So, but this year, everything has gone right side up for McKeesport in a way. It's not just the music department. It's also McKeesport High School football. And I am so proud of my old high school because the marching band not only won state champion and regionals and a whole bunch of other competitions in first place, but also the McKeesport High School football team is doing great as well for the 2022 season. They've only lost one game. That's right, one game, and won about maybe 9 or 10 games. So they're headed to the playoffs, and I'm crossing my fingers that they win the playoff games and head to the state championship at Heinz Field. I mean, like I said, I'm not a Steeler fan, and I'm just glad my high school football team didn't go to state, because the thing is, when you're not a Steeler fan, you don't want to go into Heinz Field. No. But either way, I am just so happy for my old high school band and football team at McKeesport Area High School. I am so proud of you guys. But I cannot wait to see. But as always, people say bigger is not better, because back in my marching band days, we were a big band, but McKeesport High School went small and smaller, and, well, I guess you could say that sometimes small is better than big. But either way, I just wanted to point out the facts that Steelers is not doing too good, and once a Steeler goes on national television on a show or whatever, I have the feeling it's downhill from there. But you know what? I would like to see, and I'm serious, if anybody out there has a comment about the Steelers of what you think or how you feel about them right now this season, or about the new rookies, especially Trubinsky or Pickett or any other Steelers, especially the Steeler that was on The Masked Singer, Levon Bell, who played Mr. Milkshake. And I got to ask you guys, what would you say? And I'm serious. What are your thoughts if Ben Roethlisberger, now that he's out of retirement, well, not out of retirement, well, in retirement, well, you know what I mean. Now that he's retired, would you want him to be on my favorite show, Dancing with the Stars? Because we've already had 2 Steeler players on that show. Hines Ward, who won the Mirabelle Trophy, Antonio Brown, which, of course, did not go to the finals or semifinals or anything. He didn't really do too good. He tried, but he failed. But I think this time, maybe it's time. Ben Roethlisberger, I'm calling you out. Show me what you got on my favorite show, Dancing with the Stars. Because I want to see if you got the moves, and I want to see if you got the dance skills to win that Mirabelle Trophy just like Hines Ward did. And who knows? Maybe, just maybe, you will learn a few steps for a very special romantic dance with your wife. Either way, come on, Ben. What do you say? You want to be on Dancing with the Stars? So, give me your thoughts and comments and tell me what you think. Because I definitely want to see if Ben Roethlisberger has what it takes to win that Mirabelle Trophy on Dancing with the Stars next season. I mean, I will admit, it's a lot of pressure, but yet it's a very, very competitive show with other celebrities out there, especially athletes these days. So I just wanted to, I just wanted to give you some updates about the Pittsburgh Steelers a little bit. Oh, and also, Dancing with the Stars, please, if I'm calling Ben out to be on your show, I want you to elect Ben Roethlisberger as next season's contestant on Dancing with the Stars. I want to see what he's got. And I want to see if he can really pull it off on Dancing with the Stars. Just like two of the other Steeler players we had here from Pittsburgh. So please, Dancing with the Stars fans, Pittsburgh Steeler fans, anybody out there, I've already called Ben Roethlisberger out. So let's see if he will be on Dancing with the Stars next season. So this is Ty saying, Steelers, I wish you the best of luck, but that won't change me for being a non-Steeler fan. Sorry, I'm still not going to be a Steeler fan, but my family will always be, and I know Pittsburgh Steeler fans all over the country will always be Steeler fans as well. So, all right, guys. Bye.